I mean, if you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off? Sugar is a dog. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
This has been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back when he called out Floyd Mayweather, leaving Stephen A. Smith visibly surprised. Roy argued that while Floyd's record looks impressive, it was built on fighting big names who were past their prime. He believes Mayweather never truly tested himself against opponents with real power or danger. In Roy's eyes, Floyd's career was more about playing it safe than proving he was the best in the ring.
Mayweather, Roy.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and becoming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them are going to be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Iran Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that, you go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought him. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, to make the highlights. But those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking and dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm welcome. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
And on that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
Stephen A. Smith, defending Mayweather, recalled one of Floyd's most impressive moments: his fight against a young, powerful Canelo Alvarez. He shared how Mayweather entered that bout with an injured hand, something most fighters would never risk, and still dominated. Stephen emphasized Floyd's skill, composure, and unmatched ring IQ, saying very few fighters could outclass someone like Canelo, even at full strength. For him, this performance proved just how special Mayweather really is. Despite the injury, Floyd never backed down, and that's why he's considered one of the greatest in boxing history.
Floyd Mayweather looks me in my face, and he says, I'm going to take him out about the 8th or 9th round. And I said, your hand's always broken. You ain't known for your punching power since you moved up from lightweight to welterweight. Why are you so sure you're going to do this? He said, Stephen A., he's a UFC fighter. He said, and he's a striker. He's accustomed to coming at you and throwing punches. What he's not accustomed to doing is punching while he's moving backwards, and pushing you off of him. He says, I'm going to walk right into him and stay in his chest. He's going to have to push me off in order to throw his punches. He said he's going to be circling the ring. He said by around 4 or 5, he's not going to have any legs. He's going to be done. And he said, and I'll just toy with him and keep him around until around the 8th or the 9th round. And that is exactly what Floyd Money Mayweather did.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago. And for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor. Not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe
Roy Jones Jr. doesn't just question Floyd Mayweather's greatness, he challenges the foundation of it. To Roy, that 50-0 record represents protection more than perfection. He believes Floyd stayed undefeated by avoiding dangerous opponents in their prime, relying on clever matchmaking and perfect timing instead of taking real risks. For Roy, greatness means taking chances, walking through fire, and still rising. He insists that any true boxing fan who studies the sport closely can see the flaws in Floyd's carefully curated legacy. This isn't hate, it's honesty.
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminal. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre S.O.G. Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones' icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT, that many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too light. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you gonna say you better than the GOAT? How you gonna say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you gonna say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so, I get it. But Roy Jones, gotta understand, everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody's not looking at it the same way, right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing to say no fighter is better than me. And he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, you have idols, you have icons, you have people that paved the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great, but guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy, and then Floyd said, well, listen.
As Roy continues speaking out, more people are starting to understand his perspective. He's not speaking out of bitterness. He's speaking from experience, from someone who's been at the very top of the sport. In his prime, Roy was a phenomenon. Fast, powerful, creative, and nearly untouchable in the ring. He faced real threats and turned them into highlights. That's why when Roy speaks, people listen, because he's earned that respect.
Roy Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Finally, as the two of these incredible fighters have been going back and forth in the media, trading barbs, trading insults. But as people listen and look, one thing that stands out to me is that you guys must have really forgotten how great a fighter Roy Jones Jr. was at his peak. When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s whole career, you see a perfect career, incredible fights, no losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect for that. Now, specifically about what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to say and the insult that he had about Muhammad Ali, that's what is at the root of Roy Jones Jr.'s problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite how great he is absolutely positively an egomaniac, incapable, seemingly incapable of giving other people their credit. If you can't give credit to Muhammad Ali as being one of the top 5 fighters of your lifetime, Floyd, stop it. You know full well that he is a better fighter than Roberto Duran and that you are just being petty and insulting about the man. And I applaud applaud Roy Jones Jr. for checking Floyd Mayweather on that. And he isn't the first person to check Floyd about that. Mike Tyson said the same thing. Floyd is just an incredibly, incredibly gifted person in the ring, but outside the ring, I think it's kind of hard to find anybody that's a bigger jackass than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Claressa Shields, an Olympic champion and one of boxing's most respected modern fighters, has joined the heated debate between Mayweather and Jones. She's made her stance clear on social media. Claressa believes the only way to settle this is in the ring. While she respects Floyd's skills and accomplishments, she questions their value without a true challenge. In her view, fighting someone like Roy Jones Jr., who's conquered multiple weight classes, would finally prove whether Floyd deserves the legendary status so many have given him. For Claressa, greatness should be defined by action, not just reputation.
The back and forth with Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. I don't like the debate. You know, to me, they're legendary, they're Hall of Famers. Well, I don't understand this beef. I mean, what do you think about it overall?
Beef is beef, man. Smoke is smoke. People don't like each other, man. I don't know why everybody act like they're so shocked. There's people who I don't like. Hell, beef is beef, man. And everybody got their egos. And, you know, Floyd posted that story where he showed Roy Jones getting knocked out. And then Roy said what he said. And it was like, now it's beef. So, hey, the best way to handle beef is to fight.
That's what Tarver said. Just let him fight. Let him fight.
Just let him fucking fight.
You see another exhibition on that.
That's how I feel about all my beef. Just let us fight, goddamn. I want to fight somebody.
So if I had to bet the house, who would I bet on? Mayweather or Roy Jones Jr. if that fight actually did happen?
I have seen Mayweather train, and I was in Dubai with him on one of the exhibition fights. And I tell you that Mayweather can come back and fight professional against some of the best men in the world right now. So.
This potential clash between Floyd and Roy has set the boxing world on fire. It's not just casual fans anymore. Analysts, champions, and media outlets are all chiming in. The debate isn't just about speed or power. It's about legacy. One side praises Floyd's flawless record, elite defense, and ring intelligence. The other side backs Roy, the natural talent who took bold risks, fought bigger men, and chased greatness without fear. Everyone has a take, a theory, and a favorite, and the noise is getting louder every day.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love, his son, his family. Look, TMT has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Floyd Mayweather is no stranger to trash talk, but this time, his trolling hit a nerve. Roy didn't shrug it off. He responded with intensity, and his message was crystal clear. He doesn't want an exhibition. He wants a real fight, with real rules, no catchweights, no gimmicks. For Roy, this isn't about money or publicity. It's about legacy. He's daring Floyd to strip away the showbiz image and meet him like a true fighter. No private contracts. No safety nets. Just two legends going to war, with everything to lose and everything to prove.
Floyd Mayweather savagely trolls Roy Jones Jr. after recent comments Roy Jones made about Floyd Mayweather couldn't possibly be the best and couldn't possibly beat Sugar Ray Leonard, and he had no respect for Floyd Mayweather since Floyd Mayweather stated that he was better than Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Mayweather savagely trolling Roy Jones Jr. as he's sitting on his couch watching Roy Jones get knocked out by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. And then in the second clip, he's sitting on his couch, very, very dialed in, and watching Roy Jones get brutally knocked out by Glenn Johnson, as you see right here. And Floyd Mayweather sitting on his couch, looking at his big screen, watching Roy Jones get stretched by Glenn Johnson and stretched by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. This is the ultimate troll and savage move by Floyd Mayweather. They're both legends. Roy Jones was a legend. Floyd Mayweather is a legend. But we know Floyd Mayweather retired. 50 wins, no loss, no draw. 27 wins by way of knockout. Roy Jones did the unthinkable, jumping from light heavyweight to heavyweight to beat John Ruiz. But when he came back down, he wasn't the same fighter. What y'all think about this? Let me know. It's your boy Blue. Peace.
Roy doesn't stop at critiquing Floyd's career. He takes it a step further by comparing him to legends of the past. In Roy's opinion, Mayweather couldn't handle someone like Sugar Ray Leonard. Roy describes Sugar Ray as a dog, a fearless warrior who embraced pain, pressure, and every ounce of the fight. He praises Leonard's heart, skill, and fire, qualities Roy believes Floyd lacks. While Floyd may be a master technician, Roy argues he's missing that raw grit. He says people forget what it meant to fight in Leonard's era, when the sport was full of killers. And compared to that level of competition, Floyd's spotless record doesn't carry the same weight.
People don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't, just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between around 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Ray Leonard guy went out there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hits you just like G-Man. You've been hit. Yeah. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher, too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt, it's over with.
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, Floyd daddy didn't really fight that close to Sugar. Sugar kind of did what he wanted to do with Floyd daddy, and it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen the challenge. Mm-hmm. We know Sugar got one.
Mm-hmm. What you think? How you think that fight would have went though?
Well, who? Floyd and Sugar?
Y'all two.
Who? Me and Sugar?
You.
I think I would have beat him if I would have fought him, but I probably, if they probably could have never made me fight him because I feel like I learned so much from him too. And like, I think I took what I thought he couldn't do well and I added that to my game. Mm-hmm. So if Sugar didn't help me get to be better than him, then it didn't do me no good to have him as a guy that I looked up to, you feel me?
Floyd Mayweather's public image has always loomed larger than the sport itself, flaunting wealth, wins, and self-declared greatness. He's even claimed to be greater than Muhammad Ali, a statement that many fans and fighters see as disrespectful. But when Floyd started mocking Roy Jones Jr., it got personal. For Roy, this wasn't just trash talk, it was an attack on everything he stood for. He's not just defending his legacy, he's defending boxing's integrity. Roy sees Floyd's brand as an inflated bubble of ego and media spin, and he's ready to pop it with action. He argues that Floyd's career was built for business, not greatness. Yes, Floyd fought big names, but Roy points out when he fought them, most were past their prime or coming off losses. That's smart business, but Roy says it cheapens the claim that Floyd fought the best at their best. People celebrate the 50-0 record, but according to Roy, context is everything.
Not because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money, and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what? We fought.
That's it for today's video.